Hey everybody, it's Debbie. You're at your home, your happy place. I am so happy to have you with me today. We are going to do a haul for spring and I think you're going to enjoy. I've already shared a lot of it just in some of the decorating that we were doing in the past, I don't know, couple weeks. One of the big ones in the floral department was in our bedroom. So if you haven't seen Room in a Day, it will be in the playlist, and that one has at least 3, if not more, florals that I picked up at Home Goods a couple weeks ago, let alone the mirrors, the lamps, the bedding. There was a whole lot. So that whole room was a haul. But today I'm just going to do the things that I haven't started decorating with. So I had a whole cart full of pretty much just florals when I was at Home Goods a couple weeks ago. It's just what I felt I needed to um, not just replenish, but build up in my stuff. But I'm a little bit of a budget shopper, so if I'm seeing something for $60, I'm not buying it. And in the florals. And so I really looked for bargains. And most of this will still have the price tags on. Okay, so this one, I love these kind. I love anything with the clear glass and the pretend water in there that looks like they're fresh cut out of your garden. This one's spectacular. It feels so real. It's got little buds in there. It's gorgeous, and it was $19.99. So I thought that was a pretty good purchase. In a regular boutique, this is going to run you $40. And then this one, how much were you, baby? Same price, a lot smaller. I love how they've taken the leaves of the tulips and wrapped around the stems. And this came in other colors, but I was buying a lot of pink, and I thought, you know what? Let's get some other colors to break it up. So love that. Oh, well, I guess these are florals. I bought these thinking they would hang in our bedroom, and that didn't happen. And then I thought, well, I'll give them to my daughter. Her store is pink. She'll be able to use these, but she came over for that photo shoot that day, and I had them on the doorknobs to our sitting room. And she goes, Mom, they look so cute there. So I don't know. I may hang on to them. But there's 2 of those. They were $16.99. If you're new to my channel, I'm not much of a DIYer. I'm a wannabe. But last year, I started doing bows and also making wreaths and doing some of my own floral arrangements. And so with that in mind, I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I think I started with these. These are spectacular. And after being in a boutique earlier and seeing the price of one stem of something, I was like, what a bargain. What a bargain. I mean, this is not, of course, this is not fluffed out, but you've got, look at the twigs in there, moss covered and otherwise. You've got a variety of, oh, I don't know, that could be dogwood, I suppose. And then I don't know what those little green guys are. So I don't know exactly how much they were, a little, probably $8 for that, $8. I mean, that's with the discount. So I thought, wow, because honestly, I was at a boutique and I picked up something and it was, you know, $30, $39. And I'm like, well, I could never, I mean, you can't afford to make something when you're doing that. So I picked up quite a few of those, I think, because it was a good deal. And then this was also there, adorable. I really don't know what they are, but they're buds and they're pink. And these were about maybe $5. So, and they're a little more fragile. I love branches. These are rubbery, so they're not going to break and snap on you. I'm going to get my head out so you can kind of see. They are so beautiful. And you can pose them. So it's not like you get it and you can't do anything with it. Again, these were around $5. And then I think this is the last of the different stuff. So these, gosh, I can't tell if they feel like they've got a moss on them. So they're just really little like fern leaves. And it's a nice branch. Oops. And this would have been $2.50. I mean, it's just really inexpensive. So I got a full-on bag of all of that. And I, again, don't know. I'm imagining that it would be an absolutely gorgeous floral in the right container in my rotunda. I think that would be gorgeous. Then, kind of staying on that same wavelength, one of my favorite stores, the boutiques here, is going out of business after 32 years. It's just so sad. They're not going out of business because they weren't doing a good business. They're going out of business because they want to retire and move away to their parents to take care of their elderly parents. And so they put everything 50% off yesterday. And I was there thanks to two of my subscribers, one who told me it was closing and the other one who told me the sale was going to be the next day at 50% off. I'm like, I'm going to be there at 10 o'clock. Well, they open at 9 instead of their usual 10. So by the time I got there, a lot of stuff was gone, but there's no carts or anything anyway. So, but I was in line for an hour and 45 minutes. That's how packed. And there were 3 lines. It was a great, I've never been in anything like that before. So this was something nobody had seen because they were all looped up like this. But look at these. So this is like branches with boss on them. And I got these for $7. And I mean, you can leave them all curled up. You can cut them. You can add them to a wreath. You can put them in a bowl on top of some other greenery for depth. You could open it up and add it to a garland. I could just, I just think they're gorgeous. And I got 3 of them while I was there. One thing was abandoned. Well, I think both of the things I'm going to show you were abandoned. I saw this. Gosh, I would have liked to have had more. Look at the colors. I mean, if those don't go with the things I've been doing already for my winter decor, wow. And that was, of course, it was, you know, marked down about $15 for that. Like, I probably have one of these, but it just struck me. It was pretty. And I looked at the price and I thought, you know what? For $8, I'm not passing this up. And then as I'm checking out, you know, you're in a line that long, you're going to pass things. And you're also going to pass things that other people have set down. So it's your chance to pick it up. So I did see this bowl. I was literally at the checkout counter. I was next and I saw this bowl sitting on the table and I had picked up something else on that table and looked at it. I was like, oh, that's too expensive. So I didn't even bother because I thought, oh, that'll be just, you know, $165, something crazy. I picked it up. Look at the edging and inside. It's so pretty. The depth is great. I got this for $15. I think this is great. And I could see a lot of things in this. But as I was putting things away, I was like, oh, look at that. This sets right in there. It's like the perfect little nest for some bunnies, birds, ducks, whatever. My last one then is this. Oh my gosh. So I inspired myself in my marathon. I saw the yellow with the, I guess it was green and pink. And I was like, oh gosh, I really would like to add some yellow. So this one caught my eye. There's a palest pink in there and the yellow. And I just thought that would be, but it'll be pretty in any room. I love this thing. This is so gorgeous. Now they had this in all white. They had it in all pink. I think they might have had it in lavender. And this was a new boutique, not new, but new to me, in Ozark called Sweet Pea. And I'm telling you what, it was French country gone wild. And I loved it. So let me show you what else I got there. Oh my gosh, this is so heavy, but I love it when it is. So I cannot pass up things like this. I love things that look like they've been aged out in the garden. This is so heavy, I can't even tell you. Look at the moss on it. Oh, I just love the how you can see some of the terracotta in there as well. The shape, it's gorgeous. And then look at this, you guys. Wow. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's got to go home with me. So that's all I bought there. So this ended up being $15, and it's a galvanized tray. I do like the shape, the handles. It's just not something that I usually use galvanized. It's very kind of farmhouse, I suppose, but I could see me using it for sure out on my, what I call my potting porch. I definitely would use, I've used metal out there before. And I could possibly see me using it in the screen porch, but if you guys have ideas, I'd love to hear it. But there's more, because when I started shopping at that store that was 50% off, they did not have carts or anything. And I was buying ribbon and floral, and it was like, I need something to carry it in. So I saw this and I thought, that's a great tray. I love a tray. So here's what, you guys, we got approved last year to put in a greenhouse. Now, my husband says that's going to be high priority this year. We're going to actually do it, which I'm shocked. I saw something in a magazine. I'm like, oh, but I want a stone base around mine so that it matches our house. Well, I saw one online. I'm like, oh, that will be it. And I looked at the pricing and it was $235,000. I guess I have really extravagant taste, so that's not going to happen. But you know what? We'll probably be buying one off of Amazon, and I've heard people do it, and it's great. So I can see me definitely using some of these galvanized metal trays in the greenhouse or even around it. I'm very excited about that. This one is quite different. So this I got, you can see felt lined. Look at the shape. It's so pretty. Loose side handles with gold. And it's got kind of a, I don't know, maybe a reptilian type. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like snake to me because I wouldn't buy it if it did. But it's really, I couldn't even tell that online, I don't think. But I love the feel of it. And I got this on Amazon. I love the color. This is, for me, this really leans into my coastal feel. I'm so excited. I have no idea where I'm using it, but I have another basket. It must be out in the car. This was another thing. It was just hanging under the table as I'm standing in line, and I'm like, well, I just couldn't stop looking at it. And then I pulled it up, I looked at the price, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be $15. And I thought, I like that. It looks like half of a picnic basket. Maybe it really is. I have no idea because it kind of has a ledge on it. But I almost feel like I remember last year it being on the center of the dining room table in their store with all kinds of green balls and a bunny in the middle and maybe some eggs or nests. I don't know, and a big bow on the bunny. And I wanted to take a picture. I probably didn't. So I'm thinking, yeah, I could do that. The other thing is, this can be a great riser, especially up in my cabinets where, you know, sometimes I need that texture and the height. This store that's closing is where I learned how to make ribbons. And if you just saw my marathon, you saw those topiaries with those beautiful bright pink ribbons. This is the store. And that lady remembered as she was checking me out yesterday. She remembers. I mean, I'm just going to miss them so much. So I got into their ribbons because, my goodness, they were, you know, half price. So here is one. I may already own this. For sure, I might own it in another color. I love that ribbon. Really pretty. These are wired. And then this one I think looks really nice with it. So I can totally see that going coastal, and you know, where'd that tray go? Oh, it's under there. It just all goes together. So that aqua is really pretty. Then we got into some Easter pinks, and that is a velvet, non-wired, and then the white and pink stripe is wired. And then I picked up some pink bunny that's wired. And I have some, I think, last year that I got at Amazon that are also really great Easter ones. Again, because I was thinking about that yellow, and I don't know if I'm really going to incorporate it or not, but here we go. I have a wired yellow polka dot. These I would not put together. I'm just showing you them together because they're yellow. And then this one is a burlap, which could look really good with this neutral bunny that I have. So I think that's all the ribbon I bought. Ugh. So this was my idea. For some reason in my mind, I thought these were much smaller. I guess I've never been in the framing area where they do this at Home Goods before, and I just got carried away. I bought a lot of different frames. As you know, I had a difficult time finding the art that I wanted in my bedroom. I always have a difficult time. I'm very picky about, I mean, everybody should be. You want, if you're going to hang something that's a picture in your home, it should be something that pleases your eye. So I saw this. I can't even believe there's that many in there. But I saw the picture. Let me stand up. See, this is what I saw. And I thought, huh. So you can imagine why I thought they were smaller. Look how big they are. My goodness. So the opening is, let's see, how big is the opening? It's a 12 by 12 inch photo. Oh, without mat, and an 8 by 8 with the mat. Okay. So it's an 8 by 8. I guess that's not that big. It comes with 9. So I'm thinking that this is where I will do that. What am I going to put in? Canva has AI on it now, and I'm thinking about telling it, like giving it the hex codes of colors that I would like, and telling it, you know, a theme, and asking it to create me 9 pictures that are square that would correlate with each other, and then have them printed at Walmart or Walgreens or something. And I think that's what I'm going to do. The other option was maybe I would paint something myself, but you guys know I'm just really slow at doing stuff like that. So someday I think I will, but right now I want to get something in here so I can finish this room and show it to you. These are white framed. I think they're gorgeous, and you can see they were $30. Oh, so then I saw this, and so I bought gold frames. So these are matted to 8 by 10. And this is also great if you want to do family photos. I mean, that's a really good size. And then this one, I really wanted more. Okay, that's kind of a deep teal, not dark, and it's got a linen edge, and then this gold raised area on the frame, and then a white or cream colored mat. I just love it. And I thought about that in our bedroom, especially when I take it coastal this summer. So we'll see. I'm just kind of leaning away from art if I can't find it. You know, I can find one piece sometimes, but I'm somebody who typically wants 2 to 4 pieces, and they have to relate to each other. All right, this was Amazon. So it's wood, and it's kind of like a chalk paint, you know, it's not, but I love this, and I can totally see a cloche on top of this. But it's a small riser. And then I picked up some towels. Now, why? You guys know I'm not kind of leaning into blue and white this year probably, but I couldn't pass this up. They were really pretty, and they are a really nice texture and quality. And honestly, they're so nice you could use them in your bathroom. And I do have a blue and white powder room, so This one is very vintage. In fact, I'd say they look like vintage plates on here. And in the inside, we have solid pink towels. So I just thought these were just really pretty for Easter or spring. I mean, there's no bunnies on it or anything. In fact, there's lemons and hydrangeas. Really cute. This is all home goods, by the way. This I just fell in love with. I mean, you don't even need plates when you're going to put something like that out. That is so pretty. These are so heavy, really good quality. My goodness, I think you could actually use the other side as a plain. Wow. And now you can kind of see the scallop holes in them. So beautiful. This, I don't know. I mean, I stood there and I'm like, should I or shouldn't I? And then I thought, you know what? I'm at Home Goods. If I go home and I start thinking about it and I come back, it'll be gone. So this is kind of not really my style normally, but then I change styles all the time. So I loved it. It's kind of moody. It's got rose and pink. It's got deep greens and a little bit of pale blues. And then even in the bottom down here, some dark blues. Oh, there's probably some up at the top. Okay, that was $14.99, and then I was determined to get some kind of placemat that could go with it, which this does. This is a smoky blue. These are boho living 6 placemats for $7.99, and they're the straw ones. So that's a great deal, because I'll tell you what, even at, I was a little shocked at the prices at Hobby Lobby for placemats like this. You were getting 2 of them for, I don't know, they were coming out to about $2.50 a piece. And I thought that was a little pricey. So $7.99 for 6 of them, you know, you're barely over $1 a piece, which is what I'm used to paying. Okay, oh gosh, nope. I've got 2 more big things to show you. Big things. Oh, 3. Okay, let me just grab this. Oh, this was something, again, somebody just left at the shop. In fact, I heard later as I was standing in line that somebody went looking, because there was a shorter one, and somebody goes, oh, well, there's another one if you want it, and they went looking for it, but I already had it. It's really heavy. It's really heavy, but isn't that pretty? It's very pretty. Okay, 2 more things. This one is why I probably wore this top. This is new at my daughter's store, and I always have a link below. You know, it's definitely for spring, and I love it. It's up here, and then it goes a little lower, and it is a high-low. I'm wearing, you know, yoga pants or something, so it's not. I haven't got the cutest pants on for it, but I just wanted to be pretty for you guys. All right, so I loved it. You guys know that 2 years ago, if you were with me anyway, you know that I went lavender, completely lavender, and I loved it. And I'm thinking, I just never know where, I don't know, honestly. I don't know what we're doing. I'm inspired by yellow right now too, and it's like, but yellow and lavender, not this strong of a yellow, but yellow and lavender are beautiful together. We already know lavender and green are great together. Lavender and pink are great together. And maybe I'm going to do 3 colors. Maybe I'm going to do 4 colors. So I don't know. You know, somebody said, well, not just one of you, several of you said in the decorating that I've been doing since Christmas, you've said it's yummy, it's delicious, you want to eat sherbet. It looks like Easter pastel. So yeah, I mean, that's what I like. So, okay, one last really awesome thing, and this is Hobby Lobby. Find a place to hold it up. There we go. Look at this, you guys. So there you go. It's just a plastic bottom. I'm going to be putting it in an urn. There's a copper tube going through it. Very French country. And then that beautiful finial on top. So I got 2 of them. I'm thinking of putting them Gosh, I could use them in so many places. I love these. I love these. I'm thinking of putting in the planters that I have on either side of my door. I think this would really be the best place for them. But, you know, I could use them by my swing. I could use them in the house inside. They were $59. So I think that that's a really good, I mean, you guys know, you can't get something like that for that price. If you can go to Grandin Rod, is that what, Grandin Road or Ballards and see something very similar and you're going to be paying $200 for it. So, and it's really nice. It's not falling apart. This is a plastic. Now, I believe it did have on the tag that it was UV protected or whatever, ultraviolet light protected. So, but on my porch, it's not going to stain. It's not going to fade. All right. I think that was a huge haul. You let me know. I hope it gave you some inspiration, whether it was colors or, hey, maybe I should spruce up some of my florals. I didn't do one single pillow in here or pillow cover. And I really didn't do a whole lot of, well, I didn't do a bunny. I mean, really, this is a different spring decor for me. I was very heavy on basics, foundations, which were trays and florals and the ribbons, the things to pull things together, the basics also in the frames. It was, you know, it was different for me, but it was the things that I needed. So again, you know, I didn't go out shopping for all the pretties. I really tried to stick to the things that I felt like I needed to, you know, bring my decor to life this year. I'm looking over here. This is going to be the room where I start staging from now on, now that I've got it cleaned out. But I'm making it messy. It's blown up here with a haul. I have 15 bins over there for my Easter stuff, which I can see a lot of pillows in and some, a couple wreaths, some baskets, florals, and some towels, you know, kitchen towels and that. I sure hope there's bunnies in there because we got to have bunnies, right? All right, you guys, I will be doing another marathon in about a week and a half, which will be strictly Easter inspiration. I wanted to keep things a little separate because what I brought you last time was really my bright Lily Pulitzer inspiration. And so I will go back. I've got at least 3 years, I think, of spring decor, maybe more, I don't know. And we'll see. So I hope that you enjoy that because for me, it helped inspire me in thinking about what colors I might be using. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to give me a like. I hope to see you in the comments. And until next time, you guys, take care. God bless. Bye.